Also a very stunning Southern Belle. This one's active. Okay, this one wants to jump around. Hey guys, it's Sody here and welcome back to another video. I just picked up 3 new rescue frogs today that I thought I would show you guys, as well as showing you guys my brand new frog enclosure that I just upgraded to. For some reason, I didn't film myself like doing the whole enclosure upgrade thing, which I was kind of annoyed at myself for, but these frogs popped up today, so I got them and wanted to show them to you. So while I'm at it, I can also show you guys the new enclosure that they're going to be going in with my other frogs. So I picked up these guys for free from someone who was rehoming a few of their frogs. This person did seem to really care about their frogs, seemed like they did really care about what home they wanted the frogs to go to, which is great. So I picked some of them up because I've been wanting to find more of these frogs for a while now. So I do already have 3 frogs. I have 2 Southern Belle frogs and 1 green and golden bell frog, and then I just picked up 3 more Southern Belle frogs. And I've been looking for more adult frogs for me to pick up that are the same size as my ones, which is kind of hard to find. Most people are selling like tadpoles or baby ones, but if I kept frogs that were smaller than my frogs with my frogs, they would be eaten, so they have to be the same size. And thankfully these ones are all adult size and they look really good, so I'm really excited, and the person I got them from was lovely. One thing I gotta say though, there is a very specific smell coming from this bag that the person gave me with the frogs in it, and it's very strong. It is a specific plant smell that I don't know if I can say on YouTube, so we'll just say it's a plant, you know, but that's what they smell like for some reason. So they are in these jars, they do have holes in the lid. They couldn't find anything else to put the frogs in, so that's fine. They've only been here for a little bit, so it will be fine for a little bit. They do have water in them, so that's good. So here's one of them. Clearly they want to get out, don't worry. I'm gonna leave out soon. Usually I would bring my own container to pick up frogs or something, but at the time I was already out when I went to pick them up, so I didn't have a chance to go get my container. But they've only been in here for a few minutes, so don't worry guys, they're fine. And here's the other one. This one is a special one because this one actually is missing one of its legs. You see that? One of its legs is just a little nub. So yeah, she did point that out to me. She also pointed out that she thinks this one's female because of the body shape. I'm not sure. These guys are pretty hard to tell the gender of. But yeah, she's really fat though. So she might be full of it. Oh my god, the smell. Oh my god. I think these jars might have been used for something else previously. You know what I mean? Storage for plants. I'm gonna wash these frogs before I put them with my other frogs because I'm kind of worried about that. But you can see how wide this frog is. So she might be a female full of eggs, potentially. Or just a chubby boy. Who knows? Oh, you're a pretty one, aren't you? Look at you! You were just staring at me. Okay, here's the other one. This one is gorgeous. Look at those coloring. She kind of looks like actually a mix of Southern Belle and green and golden bell. Wow, she's so pretty. I could be wrong, but oh, the smell. I need to get these guys out of here because that smell is actually horrible. So yeah, I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna like wash them, soak them for a bit, you know, to get them out of that water because I don't want it to smell like plants in my studio. So I'm gonna do that now, get them out of these jars. I'll show you guys me doing that. So I just put a little bit of water in this bucket, not too much, and then I'm just gonna put some primed chlorinate in there so it's safe for them. And then I'm gonna get them out of these nasty stinky jars. Oh, hello, where are you going? Oh my goodness, you're so pretty. I'm scared she's gonna jump. Please don't jump. Oh wow, look at those colors. You can tell by the big green stripe down the middle that she is a Southern Belle frog, but she's honestly so pretty. Like, part of me thinks she might be a hybrid just by the look of that face. But maybe not. Maybe she's just a pretty looking Southern Belle. She does look very healthy though. Like, look at that chunkiness. Like, that's definitely a healthy looking frog. Look at those big beautiful legs. Oh, she's so pretty. Okay, gonna put her in this water now. There you go. So I'm putting them in the bucket because the bucket's tall and I don't want them to jump out, obviously. Okay, this is the big girl. Let's get you out. I'm just kind of assuming the genders because I actually don't know. So this is the one with the little nubby leg. Look at that little nub. you're so cute. It is very common for frogs to get deformities like missing legs, missing eyes, etc. Usually it just happens when they're developing. The previous owner did not know how she got the deformity. She just said that that's how she came when she got her. Could be from anything, but probably, most likely she was born that way. Let's put her in there. These frogs are very chill. That's nice. Maybe it's from all that plant. And, oh my goodness. These frogs are actually so beautiful. Oh, this one does not want to come out of the jar. It's having too much fun in there. Here's the other one. Also a very stunning Southern Belle. This one's active. Okay, this one wants to jump around, but very pretty looking frog. These frogs are great size too. They must be a few years old. The good news is that the frogs don't smell like the plant. It's really just the jars. So I think these jars were used for something else. I don't know if that was the best thing to put frogs in. So I would not recommend you put frogs in your used plant jugs. It might not be very good for them. As you can see, the water's not too high for them, just high enough so that they can soak a wee bit in there. I'm just gonna leave them there for a few minutes. I mainly just want to make sure there's no leftover stuff from those jars on them. But I think they'll be fine. It doesn't smell like the plant anymore, so that's good. So this here behind me is the new frog enclosure. Let me just take this bird swing off first. You guys might be wondering, hey, wasn't that where your mouse enclosure was? Yes, you would be correct. This used to be my mouse cage, but now it's transformed into my frog tank. And I haven't talked about this on my channel yet. I did talk about it on my Instagram and all that, but I know not everyone follows me on there, so this video is probably the best video to talk about it. So as you guys know, I originally had 3 mice. Cornflake, he passed away a few months ago. I have a whole video talking about that, so I'm not going to talk about that. So I just had 2 girls, and this was a few weeks ago now, but one of them did pass away, which I did expect to happen soon because they are almost 2 years old and mice don't live very long. She did pass away very peacefully. I just found her in her hammock, passed away. So thankfully it was nothing, like, I don't think she was sick or anything like that. I think she just passed away from old age, which even though I was expecting it to happen soon, it was still very upsetting. But obviously they left me with just 1 mouse. And I kind of decided a long time ago that I didn't really want to keep mice anymore after my ones that eventually passed. I have talked about that as well on my channel before. It's mainly just because mice don't live very long, and I don't think I can handle having animals like mice that just don't live long. I just don't take the death of my pets very well, so mice probably isn't the best animal for me to own. Maybe in the future I'll be better at that, but at the moment I just don't think it's a good idea. I absolutely did love owning them, but probably not the best pet for me to have at the moment when I'm extremely emotional towards losing animals. So with my last mouse, I decided the best thing for me to do was to rehome her. Female mice do have to be kept with other females. They can't be kept alone because they're extremely social animals, and it would be very selfish of me to just keep her alone just because I wanted to, you know. So I decided that the best thing for me to do was to rehome her to someone who has lots of other mice. So that's what I did. So Mochi, my last mouse, now lives with someone else, but she lives in a awesome cage. I made sure she went to a good home, don't worry. But she lives in a big cage with 5 other mice, 5 other female mice, and she looked really happy there. They've sent me pictures of her with the other mice, and she looks so happy. So I'm really glad I did that because I know if she passed away on her own, I would feel horrible. So at least now she lives with other girls. I definitely believe I did the right thing. I'm glad I did that, and I know she went to a really good home. Don't worry, I'm very strict about who I would rehome animals to. So that's why I decided to upgrade the frog tank with the mouse tank, because it already has this really cool built-in mesh lid, and I've been wanting to upgrade the frog tank for a while anyway because my frogs are getting bigger. So this is the new tank, and they're gonna have some new friends who have been sitting in this bucket for a little while now. I'm pretty happy with how this looks at the moment. Maybe I'll add some more driftwood, but I think it looks pretty good. Most of my frogs are hiding right now. They're still waking up from their little hibernation thing that they do during winter, and these past few days where I live has been very cold still, so they're still kind of in that mode. Frogs do kind of go through a bit of a brumation hibernation period during cold winters. It just means that they hide a bit more, they eat less, and they become less active. But once the weather gets warmer, they'll definitely be a lot more active in here, but they are in here. Alright, let's just grab one. Oh, it's a little nub leg. God, you're cute. And where do you want to go? You want to go in here? Oh, I don't know what I'm going to name her. She's adorable though. I love her little nub leg. These frogs do seem to not mind being handled, so that's always nice. Here you go. Oh god, okay, maybe not this one. This one's trying to climb me. Oh god! Oh goodness. Oh, okay, there you go. Alright, they're in there. There's a few mealworms in there. Obviously I don't really expect them to eat today. They've been through a lot, so they're probably just gonna chill for a while. But here's a little nubby. Isn't she cute? She does look like a female to me just because of how big her sides are. One of them went over there. They're probably gonna hide for a bit. I think that's one of my ones. Looking real dark in that corner there. These frogs do change color, so sometimes they'll look brighter, sometimes they'll look darker. There's one of mine in the water there, just chilling. They really like that water area. What are you doing, little froggo? What are you doing? We've got a big water area for them now where they can swim, and of course a big land area. Froggo bum. Froggo bum. Obviously I have the UVB light up here, which they do enjoy to bask under. You look like you're trying to cover yourself in that moss. Wow, okay. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have no idea about this frog breed and like wondering what they are. I haven't made many videos on my frogs, but I do have a whole care guide on these frogs. It's a bit old now, but it's still got some good info in there if you want to learn anything about these frogs. So the reason you probably haven't heard of them is because these guys are an Australian frog breed. They're native to Australia, but were introduced to New Zealand, so we can get them here in New Zealand. There aren't a lot of frog breeds we can get apart from these guys and whistling tree frogs. So this is a southern bell frog, and this bad boy is a green and golden bell frog, but as you can see, they do look pretty similar, especially at the moment. Usually my green and golden is very green and not super dark like he is now, but they do change color. Their colors can depend on a lot of things like their mood, their temperature, or just their environment. And because he was just in the water before, and it is very dark in here, he has turned to a dark sort of black kind of color. But usually when they're up here sunbathing, they turn a more green color. And southern bell frogs do have the green stripe on their back, which you can see on this one here. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any questions about bell frogs, feel free to ask me in the comments, because there isn't actually a lot of info about these frogs online because they're not super popular since only New Zealand and Australia has them. So if you have these frogs and want to know anything, feel free to ask me, because I do know quite a lot about these guys. I've had them for quite a long time now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!